doing something crazy. Okay, so I am doing 365 days of Delulu is a Solulu. When I did this a few years ago in 2021 for the summer, just a few months, my entire life changed for the better. I went from driving for Uber to supplement my biz income, to moving to Mexico, back to Mexico, to meeting the love of my life, to building a six-figure business, to now being married, living in my dream homes, dream travel, 2 more babies, just living the dream life. So I decided the other day that I am going to do an entire year of this because all of that changed my life in such a short time, in a few months. I can only imagine what's going to happen in an entire year, and I'm inviting you guys along. So I'm going to document the highs, I'm going to document the lows, I'm going to document all the deets, and there will be opportunities for you to jump in and actually learn directly from me with my unique methodology, which is the law of delusion. It is a process that I use, and I'm going to be breaking it down over the course of 21 days in a challenge called Gateway 21 that will help you launch into your own Delulu era year, your own Project Delulu. And I am freaking out. I'm so excited because this process is so effective. And I don't know why I haven't been using it intentionally over the last few years. I think it launched me into this dream life, and I'm like, well, I'm living my dream life. And it's like, why are we playing small? Why aren't we going bigger? Why aren't we calling in more desires? So I was like, it is really hard to do it on your own, right? It really helps to have community, to have support, to have accountability. So I'm like, let's make it an entire project. Let's make a podcast. Let's make a YouTube channel. Let's document it on TikTok, on Instagram. Just go all in on Delulu is the Solulu and see what happens, and invite others along and just play and document every little detail as much as possible, right? I'm not gonna say you're gonna have like a video a day. You'd be lucky if you get a video a week, but I want to see what happens when you dedicate yourself with so much intention to radical self-belief, because that's what Delulu is. It is just being accurate in advance because it's radical self-belief. And it's this frequency of deep knowing and deciding that it will be. So whatever you just, the law of delusion states, right? The law of delusion states that whatever you decide to be true will be true. It's inevitable. It cannot not happen if it's for your highest good. Key is to stay in deciding energy. It's to decide that you are worthy of everything you desire, that you are worthy of your dreams, and that they are placed on your heart by God, by source, by the universe, right? And you're co-creating with God, you're co-creating with the universe. So you cannot go wrong here. Anyways, I am so excited to launch this. Check out any of the descriptions of the video to get in on Gateway 21. There's a wait list. Sometimes doors will be open. Sometimes you just can join the wait list and wait if we fill up. But I want to show you what happens when you decide that you can have whatever it is you desire. When you start to show up as that version of you right now, because that's key. When you're practicing the law of delusion, you're becoming that version of you who already has the thing, right? And the very act of being able to envision the things that you desire points to the fact that you're already experiencing it on a different timeline. So I like to show people how to collapse timelines. And the way to collapse timelines, there's many ways, but a key way is to become her now, or become them now, or become him right now, right? This is not gender-based. It works for everyone. Is to become that version of you who is already experiencing that reality. Now, how do you do that? Well, you're gonna have to watch this channel to find out how you do that, because that's a question that comes up all the time. And it's a lot easier than you're thinking, especially when you have support, especially when you go deep. Because when you're becoming a new version of you, when you're stepping to that version of you has certain beliefs, that version of you has certain behavior, that version of you has certain capabilities and skills, that version of you dresses a certain way, smells a certain way, eats a certain way, listens to certain people, hires certain mentors, hangs out with certain friends, the whole they read certain books, right? They just do something different than what you're doing now, because if you want to create something differently, you will have to do something differently. We can't keep expecting our life to change, but we're doing the same things we were doing yesterday and the day before and the day before. If you want your life to change, if you want it to look like the future you're envisioning, well, you gotta do something differently than what you're recreating on a daily basis. Otherwise, your life just stays the same, or it always reverts right back to where it was before. So stay tuned. Get ready, because this is a brand new YouTube channel. I'm not using the backing of my other YouTube channel to do this. This is like brand new. So if you found this video, you're one of the maybe one of the first people, I don't know when you're gonna find this video, and it's gonna be a crazy journey. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification so you can know when we have another video. Make sure you go into the actual description of these not highly edited videos to put your name on the wait list, to get on our email, like we have a Delulu download newsletter where you can find out tips and tricks and information. And let's just remember that Delulu is a Solulu, and you can't tell me that's not true, Lulu.